Hello, and we're back. So we're going to be playing the bonus scenario this time, Born from a Wish. I always want to call it DLC, which technically it is, kind of, because it's like an add-on, but I don't think you could ever download this. It was like only included in the Director's Cut edition, which is pretty weird at the time, to be honest. Like, it was pre-DLC, because you couldn't actually download it, but it was like extra content, but not like an expansion or anything. But yeah, let's get into it. It's only short. I think only like an hour or so long, I think. And to be honest, it doesn't really add anything. But if you like Silent Hill 2, I guess it's something to play.
When I woke up, I was all alone. Everyone's gone. Is it because of those monsters? What do I do now? Do I fight and live? Or do those monsters get me? I don't have any reason to go on living. But I'm scared to die. I'm so afraid of pain. Should I run away? I want to find somebody. I don't like being alone. But is there anyone left alive?
Okay. So yeah, this is sort of filler content. There's not really much that happens in it, to be honest. I think you sort of just wander around an apartment building, another apartment building, solve a few puzzles, and then you meet James. I think it bridges the time between Maria coming into existence and then Maria meeting James, and that's it. That's essentially what she does between those 2 points. But no CGI cutscenes, just a few in-game cutscenes like that, and a few puzzles and some shooting. She does get a unique weapon, or I think maybe 2 unique weapons. The pistol. She gets a meat cleaver as well. I don't know if James gets that though. There we go. I was about to say, does it only have one attack? Oh yeah, so I looked at the endings for Silent Hill 2. I was a little off. The one I got was the Rebirth ending, which I totally forgot about. Essentially, if you well, on your second playthrough or subsequent playthroughs, if you collect certain items, the items I picked up randomly around the town, you can get the ending I got, where like James tries to resurrect his wife using the powers of Silent Hill, the town. But the one I was thinking of, there's like, I think it's 4 like serious endings. Do we go through here? Yeah, okay, so she goes out into the town. So there's like 4 serious endings. There's the rebirth one. Oh, she's got a map already. Okay. The leave one is the one you generally get by default, and I think the first time you play the game, or essentially, okay. Like James gets to the end, he fights the boss, and he's just like, nah, I'm out of here, and that's it, and you just go home. And then there's like what's the next one? The Maria ending, I think it is, where if you, I was wondering what she's looking at there. If you, ooh, if you treat Maria well enough, like you look after her. God, I wish I had that chainsaw now. We don't have that, do we? No, sadly. If you treat Maria well enough, like at the end of the game, I don't know if you fight her or you fight Mary. It's either Maria or Mary you fight, depending on what ending you get. And you leave with Maria, like as a replacement for Mary. And James sort of decides to just go off with her, but it turns out like she's ill, or it's implied she's ill with the same thing Mary had, because she has a cough. So it seems like it's like working in a circle back to where he was with Mary. And then what was the other one? Oh, the In the Water one, which is where James commits suicide with Mary, which is a bit weird. I think it's supposed to be like he committed suicide back when she had the illness, and it's like a dream or something. Like certain her stuff is a dream, I want to say. Could be way off with that though. And then there's like the dog ending, which is a joke. I thought the dog ending and the UFO ending were the same thing, but apparently they're different. Like the dog ending is just that the dog is running the whole game. Any goodies? Yeah, head's turning, isn't it? And there's a UFO ending, which I think is just like the UFO ending in the first game, where you get abducted. I think you have to like summon the aliens or something, and then you get abducted by them. And I think he meets Harry Mason from the first game, I think. It's been so long. But I mean, it's a really good set of endings. And they're really dark as well when you think about it. There's no happy ending as such. The happiest you get is that he just leaves. Like, after experiencing... Were we supposed to be going into the hospital? I thought we were from the way it looked. But like... doesn't seem like it from how much we can explore. I'll need to go back and check that, I guess. But yeah, like, leave is the happiest ending in inverted commas, and that's just one where he leaves after slaughtering everything. Not exactly super positive. Yeah, as much as I fault this game for some things, like in retrospect all these years later, the territory they broke in terms of like just design choices for a game is staggering. Like the fact you play a guy who killed his wife. How did we pass the hospital? What is even going on here? It's just 15 minutes of a man running through fog. Like the fact you play a man who killed his wife. Okay, that's interesting. That's your protagonist, the guy who killed his wife, or kills his wife. Like, what the hell? And then there's stuff like the endings, like there's no happy ending that you can get, per se. They're all quite dark and miserable. I mean, there's one where you commit suicide, for Christ's sake. There's another where you essentially, well, I don't know, would you consider it cheating on his wife? I mean, she's dead, isn't she? So I guess it's not cheating, but like one where he goes off with somebody who's basically an imitation of his wife. Is that not weird? I'm pretty messed up. Oh, we've been in there, haven't we? I think she essentially just fights like mannequins and lying figures for the whole duration of her scenario. I don't remember any boss or anything, so yeah. I don't think there's much fighting with her, or much point to fighting with her. Which makes sense, I guess, because, like, she's not real. Like, she's not overcoming anything really big, is she? Interesting. Do we come up here in the main game? I mean, I know we come up here, but do we come up here when it looks like this? Because I don't think so. Wasn't it night time or something? Are we going somewhere? Like, what are we doing? God, this really is 15 minutes of me running in the fog, isn't it? That's depressing. Okay, is this somewhere we can go in? No, apparently not. More fog though. Extra, extra, more fog. I really feel as though, like, this was the this example of like DLC mentality, to be honest. Like, even though it's technically not DLC, because I don't think you could download it digitally, like I said. It has that sort of same feel as DLC has a lot of the time, where it seems like an afterthought and like completely unnecessary to the game that spawned it, if that makes sense. Like, it just feels like something to do in the game world rather than like a nice addition to the story. Are we going to the Blue Creek apartment? Is that where we're going? Good lord, I have no idea.